video, I'll be demonstrating how you can arrange an interview within Colleague. So firstly, make sure you're on the requirement that you'd like to arrange the interview for. And then if you go to the Candidates tab, it will give you a list of all the candidates that have been longlisted, and then it will say which ones have been shortlisted and which ones have been sent this job information and everything like that. This candidate is ready to be interviewed. So if you're happy to go ahead with the interview, the red arrow underneath where it says interview, and then you'd pop in where it says interview details, all the information about the interview. So for example, the date, the time, where it be taking place, if it's the first interview, the second interview, anything like that. And you can pop any notes in this section as well. And you also have the option to say who arranged the interview, because it might not have been yourself, it might have been another user, so you can select them from here as well. And you could say it's resourced by, again, if it wasn't yourself, you could select the other user from the list as well. You also have the option to add the interview date to your calendar, and say for example you'd like to set a task off the back of it just to make sure that they're happy, or to talk to you about how they thought it went or anything like that. You could do that by creating a task as well, and you can pop in again the dates in which you'd like the task entry to be set for and the due date, and the same for the calendar entries as well. But in this case I'm just going to get rid of those for the time being. So once you're happy with all the information, you select save. And then this blue bar will appear, basically asking if you'd like to send the candidate an email. If you do, and you would also like to send it to the contact, you have the option to do both. You also have the option to send the email internal to all participants, to just the candidate and the contact, or you can choose just the contact or the candidate. So you can select the option from here, and if you're happy to just send it to the contact or whoever you've selected, select yes. And then basically an email field will appear, and in here you can do the same as wherever else in Colleague when you're sending an email. So you can select an email template, you can select merge fields, you can attach any kind of documents, you pop the subject in, you can pop who the email's to in here, you can pop any CCs or BCCs, and you also have the option to create a meeting off the back of this by selecting meeting request and then filling in the times, dates, where it will be taking place, all of that, and a Teams meeting as well if it's just a Teams meeting you'd like to arrange. And you can delay the delivery and discard it if you'd like, if you can make it low or high or normal importance, and you can always preview an email before you send it just to make sure you're happy with the content. And then once you're happy, you can select send. Okay, so for example, you've sent the email and you've arranged the interview. You'll now notice where it says interview, it has the date in which the interview is due to take place. And if you would like to create another interview, so say for example you have to take them for 2 interviews or multiple interviews, you can select this plus sign and continue to basically do the same thing again, but select here and make sure it's selected as second interview, but it should pull through a second interview automatically. You'll also notice on this candidate record that it has an interview icon now. So if you select this, it would take you through to the interview record and have all the information in here. And if you'd like to cancel the interview, you can. If you would like to edit the interview, you can. You can create a calendar and task entry. You can send them a text or you can send them an email. And you have the option to add to a list or remove from a list as well. I hope this helps. Sent this